Let the Colorado Independent take you inside a ballot counting room so you can see what happens to your ballot once you've turned it in.
By law, we're able to start counting ballots ahead of the election, so counting's actually been going on here since the week of October 24th, but we do not tabulate until 7 p.m. So if we were over behind these operators, all we'd be able to see, for instance, if this person is working a batch of 250 ballots, all we would see that 250 ballots went through. There'd be nothing saying who has 200 votes versus who has. The other thing that takes place here is on-screen adjudication. If one of these ballots goes through and the machine cannot make out the mark, it's kicked back to a bipartisan team here, and they do an on-screen verification to see what the issue is. Sometimes it's simply a matter of someone didn't fill in the bubble completely enough, but a lot of the times it's either because they actually made a stray mark, or they also may have checked the candidate of their choice or circled the name of the candidate of their choice. So what these teams are using is a visual representation. This is essentially the Secretary of State's voter intent guide, and they're able to go through and see what type of votes would and would not be accepted. For instance, this is an overvote. Because you can only vote for one, voting in this fashion would actually cancel out this race, but everything else on the ballot would be accepted. For instance, here, somebody overvoted, but then they visually represented which one of these votes they wanted to count. So the team on the screen has the ability to fix that, and it would have counted this vote. All of our rooms take place in a bipartisan fashion. You'll also notice the people working in the rooms are wearing color-coded vests, so security has one glance into a room to be able to tell that everyone who's in the room is supposed to be in there. And because it is a bipartisan process, you'll also notice that the people working in the room have their party affiliation on a button on their vest. So that way watchers, media, anyone who's observing the process can see if there's no two members of one party working on any one part of the process.